godsend because, like I tell everybody, man, Floyd gave me an opportunity. He said he was going to give me a fight, and he did. And, you know, everything worked out. It felt good getting back in the ring. And now, you know, he's even looking to take, you know, looking to work with me even more to take, to get my career back on track to where it would be, and just for me to get an opportunity. The one thing that, you know, before he went to jail, me and him talked about is that, you know, I have a lot of talent, and I'm too talented to not have at least fought for a title.
Yeah.
And he said that he was going to give me an opportunity, and no matter what, I'm always going to have respect for him, Leonard Ellerby, you know, Al Heyman, his whole team, because they gave me an opportunity when nobody else would. Nobody was calling. When I would get calls, it'd be like on a week notice, you know, 2 weeks notice. It was always, I was on the B side. It felt good for once for somebody to do something for me and put me on the A side, so it just felt good.
Yeah, Floyd, you know, he went away for a little bit. Do you feel he's going to be all right when he gets out of jail, that he can kind of keep his body in check and then get a fight lined up early next year or something? Or
like he says, hard work, dedication.
Yeah.
I mean, his body gonna be fine. You know, I can only imagine what he's going through being in jail, losing your freedom for the first time like that. I've never been in jail. Personally, I can't speak on what he's going through, but I can only pray for him, pray for his family, and hope he comes out the same man that he was before he went in, or even a better man. But I don't want jail to take away from, you know, take away anything from him, because he's really a good person. He's really, honestly and truly, and I'm not saying that because I work with him, he's really a good person. He's really a person that you can sit down and talk to and, you know, tell things to, and, you know, and it's unfortunate that he had to go to jail, but we all knew what was happening, and, you know, when he comes out, I think he's going to be fine.
what is, so the 24/7, the Mayweather everyone sees on TV, is that like a little persona that he puts on, you mean?
I mean, when you watch WWE, everybody knows it's acting.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen in the matches, but everybody knows it's acting, but it sells.
Yeah.
It was WWF, it was WWE. I mean, it sells no matter what. That's probably the longest, one of the sports that's sold, and everybody knows it's pretty much fake. Mayweather is a salesman. He's today's modern Muhammad Ali, if not even better. You either paying to watch him win because you love him, or you paying to watch him lose because you hate him, but no matter what, you paying. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. He's a salesman. Money Mayweather and Floyd Mayweather are two different persons. And people got to understand that.
Now,
and it's what sells. I mean, I think he made like $85 million last year or something like that.
And Floyd, you were a big part of his camp for Miguel-Cotto. Was that one of the more memorable training camps you've been in?
Yeah, it was up there. You know, I've been in camp with Floyd twice. Well, 3 times. One time when I was an amateur, he was just turning pro, and then again for Mosley, and then this time. And every time you with him, man, by far treats you the best. You know, takes care of you, and his camps are always good camps, and they're always the best. And I get to stay home with my family and with my kids, so that's always important to me.
Got you. Ishe Smith, and you've been in camp. Who are some other names you've been in camp with? You had told me.
Fernando Vargas, Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, Vernon Forrest, which was a tremendous camp. Pernell Whitaker. Man, just a lot of them, man.
How would you compare Mayweather's work ethic to those guys?
Bar none, the hardest worker that I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Out of all those camps, I'm not saying that those guys don't work hard. They do, all of them. All the guys I've been camped with are Hall of Famers. Mm-hmm. So all of them work hard. Vernon Forrest is a Hall of Famer. All those guys work hard, but by far, the hardest worker I've ever seen in my life is Floyd Mayweather. And when he comes to this gym, man, it's 3-4 hours of non-stop work. And then after he finishes in here, if people don't know, he goes in the locker room, gets dressed, and he takes off and runs 5, 6, 7 miles, sometimes 10 miles, right after working out in the gym. So, I mean, by far, you know, the hardest working man I've ever seen. People, now I'm reading that writers, you know, are accusing him maybe taking, pit heads and steroids. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit right there just, I mean, they'll find anything. They'll find anything to complain him. I mean, he the one set the standard of steroids. He the one set the standard for asking for blood tests. All these people getting popped for steroids and stuff, who would be asking for these tests if it wasn't for him? I mean, like, hate him or love him, you gotta give credit where credit's due. He once started the trend of asking for tests on a big scale level, and maybe with smaller scale athletes in boxing as him, but he did it on a big scale level. He took it to the next level of it, and now these fighters asking for tests, and then some of them are getting popped. So if these fighters are getting popped in major fights, how many fighters are using it in smaller fights where it is no testing?
And like if Floyd gets out of jail and takes some time to get in shape, what do you think if they match him up with a Canelo Alvarez sometime next year? Do you like him in that fight?
He's easy work.
Easy work?
Easy work.
Is anybody out there test for Floyd at this point?
From 147 to 154, I don't think nobody can beat him. 54 is a little tricky because he's not that big. He's not a big junior middleweight. But definitely from welterweight down to welterweight, nobody can beat him. In 54, I mean, right now, can't nobody beat him in 54. I don't see nobody. Austin Trout, them guys can't beat him. He's too smart, man. He's 3 steps ahead of you before you even make a move.
All right, Ishe Smith, man, appreciate it, bro.